Hello everyone and welcome back to Voidspace Alpha. My name is Ollie and today we're continuing with our playthrough of Rome 2 Total War on hard difficulty. We've just invaded Selucia, we're playing as the poster boys, the Romans themselves, and we have assembled quite the sprawling empire, I must admit. And yeah, on the subject of assembling sprawling empires, I want to say a massive thank you. I'm going to decline that, Galatia. I want to say a massive thank you to the 10,000, 11,000 now subscribers that have subscribed to the channel. So thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. I genuinely mean that. That is awesome. And yeah, thank you so much to everyone that takes the time to comment and interact on these videos. I've genuinely never felt such a warm welcome in joining a community as when I started uploading stuff to YouTube. So I can only thank you guys from that. And I hope you are getting as much enjoyment out of watching these playthroughs as I am from playing them. So yeah, there is that. Right, we have 2 legions that are in the process of recruiting in North Africa. I think I'm going to have like an auxiliary legion if I have an auxiliary barracks here. I don't think I do though. No, I probably should because yeah, that's I've got 2 cohort barracks, which is yeah an interesting take. Right, let's get this legion up to full strength, and we can do that. Oh, we've actually got an auxiliary legion here. We can do that just by recruiting some more legionnaires. And over here we can recruit probably some more. I mean, we've got Praetorians. They're very tempting to recruit, but they don't have any missile units. So let's get some. Right, we can recruit 5 there. That'll bring that legion up to a pretty decent number. Now, we did take Selucia last turn. We have a legion stationed there. It's going to be one more turn before it flips to our control in terms of the actual settlement. I also want to spend, if possible, money converting other buildings in these settlements, but we are kind of low on income because we have such a large military. Now we need to start putting that large military to use, and that will be in the form of using them to invade North Africa and Antioch over here. Now, Legion 5 is going to move its way up towards Antioch. I am going to move this legion, this 18 units, yeah, legion over here. Now they can actually reach that in one go. So what I might do is just wait until next turn. Might even fortify the position here if I can. I can't. Yeah, and take it from there. Now is the time for me to declare war on the the Kaidamus. I don't think that's the faction. The Truditani. So yeah, that is going to be a thing. So we're taking desert attrition over here. They have no allies. We have Macedon. Macedon will join because they are weak, and we will invade this town. Now this is basically a full legion. This is the 11th legion versus what is effectively a load of tribesmen and skirmishers. So I'm just going to not make you suffer through that, and we will auto-resolve with the best possible result. We're going to occupy that area, and that legion is going to get promoted, which is fantastic. Let's go for melee weapon, and I'm going to want the campaign movement speed on this legion here. Now, we are at war with these guys. They now have 2 provinces that we will want in the future. So we definitely want this because it's part of Mauritania. We've now just controlled an entirety of another province down here as well, which is great. And yeah, we're going to go to war with these guys, the Numidians, as well, once these units are recruited up. So yeah, that's that done. There is another area over here. Now, we can move our legion out and get sort of the stage set for attacking Ecbatana, which is an area in Mesopotamia, if I'm not mistaken. No, we're already in Mesopotamia. Jeez. Yeah, that is an area in Media Magna. So, yeah, let's wait for that. So we've got this battle to happen, that battle to happen, and the North African campaign to happen. Let's hit the end turn button. Macedonians have just arrived in Cyprus. For what reason, I do not know. We are going to have to turn on the Macedonians at some point. That is going to be interesting. Now, it's quite interesting that that fleet has just left, because that opens Antioch up massively to invasion from that legion. I don't even think I'll need the other legion in support, although saying that, Antioch is quite a big urban settlement, it might have quite the garrison there. I don't know. Right, duty calls. I want a House Junior guy in charge of this. I don't actually care if he has -10 chance to having children, extra cooldown rate. Not that fussed. That's fine. Right, corruption. It's not always been easy for the Senate to watch over the provincial governors. Some, like this man, abuse the position. What should be done? For public order in all provinces, or we could blackmail him and extort him. No, I'm going to take the public order. Money isn't that big of a deal. Right, Tyros has got slums, so I need to fix that. That's one of the first things we need to fix. And I'm going to siege this town down of Antioch. Now, they don't have anything. They have a very small force. So again, I'm not going to make you suffer through and watch this just whilst I'm clearing up a few settlements. Otherwise, this series would be hundreds of episodes long, and I don't know if anybody actually wants that. So I'm going to change this to a garrison settlement here and actually start working on other areas like a market town over here that I can convert as well. Now, Ekbatana, that is going to be another very easy siege. I'm so sorry. I was hoping for better here. Hopefully the North African guys put up a bit more resistance. We'll go for an aggressive stance. We're going to occupy that. And I think that's Egyptians done in terms of actual land holdings. They've got this one fleet. Tyros here has got no garrison. Okay, so they could technically come and land in Tyros, but that's okay, isn't it? Salamis has 8. So can I get these guys over to Tyros? And yeah, now it's pretty much impossible for them to mount an effective assault. Yeah, there is a chance that they'll take this one, but they're going to have to come past me anyway. There's no way they're getting there in one turn. Right, okay, you guys have rested. Have I converted your building? I have not, but I don't have the money to do it. So I'm actually just going to convert one of your farms, and we will continue to move up our forces towards the border here. Right, okay, they have an entire army here. The reach of oh my god, Candamius. Wow, that was difficult to say. And yeah, we have a couple of basically fully supported legions here. So I want to trespass over here. I'm not that worried about Numidia, but I am worried about this. Now, if they end up pushing me back to this town, that's fine, because then I can swing in with the 10th Legion and hit an assault here as well. Didn't look like the Numidians... Oh my god, it didn't look like the Numidians minded too much about us trespassing. I'm very interested to see what, if any, treaties we have with them. We have trade rights. Do we have military access? I don't think we do. Yeah, okay, well, they are going to get invaded nonetheless, and I know they haven't provoked me. At the moment, we've only actually started wars mostly with people that have actually provoked us, and the Egyptian war we got called into because of Macedon. Now, we've got $700 left to spend and a legion to upgrade over here. So let's get this legion some extra combat ability, and let's have a look at our provinces to see if there is anything that we can change or do prior to ending the turn, just to maximize basically our return on investment. We can swap that out to a delicatessen, so we will do that. Right, looks like the Egyptian fleet is going to make its way towards Salamis. And yeah, they are going to win that. There is absolutely no way that we are going to survive that. What are these units? Light artillery ships. That's an admiral ship. These are spearmen. I think they board as velites, like spear throwing, yeah, javelin men. That's the word I was looking for. Whereas in here, it is. I mean, it's technically possible. It's technically possible. I'm going to fight this one on the battle map just because I want to inflict as many casualties as humanly possible. I've got 800 men with which to inflict casualties, plus these 2 ships. Now, I might use these 2 ships as like a suicide-y, just ram one of their big ships that's going to be important. I think these assault ships actually carry pretty decently armed infantry. Like for me, it would be legionnaires. So if we can sink a couple of those, that would be good. Now, where are those assault ships? Nubian spearmen, Nubian spearmen. Is that one of them? Egyptian archers. Oh gosh, if we could take down the general straight off the bat, that would be great. Let's put them over here. I think that, and then as they come in, we might be able to, you know, smash into them. Right, ground forces. We have got a legionnaire, and we've got some Vigalays, which I always call Riorii for some reason. The mob and some missile troops. Let's do that. I'm just interested in seeing, I'm going to put it on a slightly faster speed, where these guys end up going. Now I might just kind of shadow these guys. Let's try and attack those.
Our general is under attack.
Keep going. Right, can I sink this ship? Come on. Oh, an artillery shell just hit. Say a shell. An artillery shot just hit that boat. Yeah, that's going particularly badly, actually. Right, I wonder if I can at least keep them at sea by making them chase me. That would be good. I think I massively overestimated their ramming ability. Now, if I could bring my units down here, there's a pretty decent chance I'll kill those two. I love how I always start these missions by saying, I just need to destroy as much as possible. And then I go and lose like a couple of quite important units straight off the bat. And my general, who is an admiral, is going to go down. Yeah, that's going to sink him. Bonk.
One of our ships is being boarded.
Yeah, I can see that. That's fine. Right, are they landing? Come on, troops.
An entire unit.
Okay, one of their units is routing. Right. I want you guys on the beachhead. You guys in support as like an absolute last resort. And then, yeah, our missile units here. Put it on speed 2. Yeah, you guys don't even get fire missiles, which is going to be a problem. But you do get skirmish mode, so we'll do that. Oof, look at those artillery ships firing at us there. Did you see that? It firing in. They actually lost quite a lot of men. Right, okay. So are they going to land? And if so, where? Pretty much everywhere. Pretty much everywhere all at once. Right, so yeah, our levies, they are going to start throwing their spears. Legionaries, you need to literally make a dent. Oh, don't do that. There we go.
Our hidden units have been discovered.
We've got hidden units. Oh, sausages. Yeah, we have mob. And once they rout, that's it. We're done. Right, why can't they actually attack them? This is like one of the classic glitches of this game. Like, I should be able to just say, yeah, get involved with those spearmen immediately. Right, you get involved with them. Mob, just, you know, leg it. Because you're going to die anyway. And, yeah, let's see if we can't cause some problems. Can we just throw spears into these Nubian spearmen? These are our legionaries. They've taken a pasting already, and they've only just landed on the beach. But, you know, there is some javelin men wavering. Right, here's some more Nubian spearmen. Let's pull these guys back. Oh, all of our units are routing. Come on, let's kill another spearman here. Yeah, our units are routing. This is a shameful display. You're absolutely right to be ashamed. There's only 11 units left, or 11 men left in that unit, sorry. Legionaries are going to get sandwiched, though, from more than one direction. Yeah, there's 120 men around them. Gosh, they are catching up with the mob. Right, mob, just get involved. Wonder if a mob can take down a unit of javelin men. Come on, mob.
Our men flee the field.
Oh, the javelin men do want to get into melee. They probably are better than the mob. Right, okay, yeah, our legionnaires are going to break. I don't think I succeeded in destroying as many units as possible there. That was, yeah, that was my aim. It was not my achievement. I killed 190 men, which is less than if I'd have hit the auto-resolve button. So that's marginally hilarious. Our fleet is going to ceremoniously sink there. But it's okay, because there's a shed load of Macedonians right next door. And yeah, we won't directly own Salamis. That's fine. But you know, neither will the Egyptians, which is good. Now, I just spotted in that turn order an Egyptian army knocking about. We do have a number of settlements that are very weakly guarded. Here's the battle that we're actually looking forward to. This is going to be an interesting battle. It's a desert battle. We've got the cavalry advantage. They have got the infantry advantage in terms of numbers. It reckons we're going to lose quite badly here. Now, I don't know about that. I don't know if we can pull a win. So this is actually the battle I've pegged as the interesting one for this episode. Now, it's a desert, right? So there isn't that much going on. But that being said, I think we can make this interesting terrain work for us. And they are attacking us, right? So what I'm thinking is we pull our legionary line quite thin. Right, and then behind that, we're going to get our velites. And they're going to go about 1 unit in on each side. Our general is going to chill here. And we're going to use our cavalry, 2 on each flank, just to harass and cause problems. And that's going to be control group 1. That's going to be control group 2. Now, who are you guys? I've got my veteran legionaries here, actually. So that they're going to be my sort of flank cutoff. Don't have as many of those as I would perhaps like to have. So yeah, let's just get you in slightly better position. There we go. Right, that's my setup. So left-hand side, right-hand side. Let's get moving. And see if we can't get behind the lines and cause some problems. They've got shield warriors as their generals. That's okay. What have we got over this side? We've got some Iberian cavalry. I think we're going to bring those over there. And we've got some Mercian Numidian cavalry, which are actually the epitome of ambush units. They were the cavalry that was used to great effect by Hannibal Barca during the Punic Wars. Yeah, they did some great stuff. So need to be careful of those. If I had some Numidian cavalry, I would be causing some serious problems, but I don't. I've got what I have bought, so that kind of is it. There's a pretty good chance I could get a charge off on the general, but I don't know if it's worth risking it. They've got Iberian cavalry and, yeah, Numidian cavalry there, but only Iberian cavalry over here. Now, what I'm hoping is if I can take out their cavalry, or at least draw their cavalry off, when the lines engage, I can sort of envelop the lines around them. I wish there was still that drawing mode in this. Yeah, no, there isn't. Yeah, I can envelop my lines around them and then hit their missile units with my cavalry. That would be the ideal takeaway from this. Right, we've got Numidian cavalry. What I want to do is just try and get close to them to see if they break off and chase me. That would be quite a good move. They're not going to, though. That's okay. Their spearmen will. because they're not stupid. Now their Numidian cavalry may attempt to chase down my equites. Right. That's fine. Let's pull these cavalry off. Countercharge that Iberian cavalry while the spearmen are leaving. Perfect. Iberian cavalry here, we'd be able to do the same thing. I don't know if Iberian cavalry is better or worse than my equites, but what I do know is that I want to get away before any of their infantry get involved. Okay, it looks like I'm going to win those cavalry engagements. Yeah, that should go the same way. It's technically the same battle. On paper, they are trying to break off to preserve their cavalry. And the reason we deployed so far back was tactically. They're attacking me. I want them to walk further, get out of breath, get winded. Whereas all my guys are just going to be fresh, just waiting for the fight. And yet, those guys have been dealt with. Yeah, and they're getting chased off the field as well. Now we can turn and charge the Numidian cavalry. Yeah, and that's going as well as I thought. Right, from a battle line point of view, looks like they're going to try and turn on me here, which is absolutely fine. We're going to press the pause button, and I am going to wheel my line ever so slightly, just to face them. And I'm going to just move my other units in concert with those, just so that I get a good facing on them as well, and I can bring my cavalry back into the fold. Right, looks like their Iberian cavalry didn't take the message wholly, so I'm going to continue to break them down. And yeah, looks like they are still lining up. They've got their Balearic slingers, which are pretty good slinger units. I'm going to continue to bring my equites back over in this direction, and you are chasing down the Numidian cavalry. Now, my equites, specifically Group 2, has taken an absolute pounding from those Numidian cavalry. And that is a shame, because they will be fresh, they'll be really active. Those North African horses, yeah, will be causing me a problem. So let's just bring all of my cavalry onto those Numidians that are now in my backline. I am going to want to select everybody else, and I think what I want to do is to move you definitely this way a bit. Okay, let's do that, because their line is moving to meet my line. Numidian cavalry, yeah, it is probably going to kill a couple of equite units, but at least we're keeping them busy. The number one priority was killing their cavalry. Number two was using our cavalry to chase down their missile units, and I mean that is technically happening. We're chasing down a missile unit, but it is costing all of our cavalry. We've got a unit of 3 equites. I'm not surprised the men are wavering. Hopefully my men get into formation prior to the ranks being met. Right, yeah, our skirmishing infantry is skirmishing off. That's going great. These equites are going to push through my entire formation. I mean, that's less than great, but it is something. But I just want to see where these units meet and how I can start enveloping. So we can start enveloping like so. Like that. Yeah, these guys, Iberian swordsmen, I think they are like what the legionary was based on, you know, with their throwing spears and their short swords. So yeah, that is what it is. I wonder if I can hold these guys in position with a Velites unit. Right, you guys can get into the side there. You guys can get into the back of there. I've got 2 units here that can move. There we are. And yeah, these Velites have done a fantastic job at holding up those cavalry so that our equites can, if they don't decide to run through the entirety of an enemy engagement, can join. Right, let's get those enveloping around there. Equites, you do need to join these Numidian cavalry fighters. I think we are going to hit them. Yep, we are. So that's the Numidian cavalry dealt with. But let's just get the missile units on this general here, actually. And we will continue to harass the enemy and break their units. Yeah, it looks like these veteran shield warriors are going to make a dent into one of our legionaries unless we can countercharge them from the side. Perfect peeler throw there. We took out a few. Right now, we have what we wanted from the very start. A couple of cavalry units that can now get behind and start causing issues for their missile units, and that is going to potentially turn this from a losing battle to a winning battle. I want my general to be front and center. I don't care if the general's under attack. He needs to be front and center to keep the morale up. The equites need to now start getting behind the enemy lines and causing disruption. If I can cause the rout of a couple of units, there is a chance that we can actually turn this battle. Right, I want you guys into there, you guys into there, you guys into there. Right, there we go. Equites, get involved. In fact, let's get you involved into two separate combats. Balearic Slingers and Balearic Slingers. That sounds like a good combination. We can cause a couple of routes there. And yes, look, just like that, every unit flag is flashing red. And we have successfully beaten an army that the game thought we would really struggle to defeat. Decisively as well. Decisive victory. They deployed 2,600 men. They lost 2,200. That is phenomenal rate of attrition. Yeah, we only lost 578-ish men. So yeah, that's gone particularly well. I'm going to kill all the captives because they raised arms against Rome. We've got another triumph. Mission successful. They victors. Woe to the vanquished. Your enemies are many, your equals are none. Show the world what happens to those who stand in your way. Subjugate 13 different factions by making them your client states or capturing their last remaining settlement. Bonus objectives completed, 2 out of 3. We've got 21,000 for that. High chance of secession and civil war. Another mission has been issued to us. Completely control 10 provinces, either by direct ownership through client states and military alliances. That will give us 23,000. But yeah, let's have a look at that politics tracker though, because there is a high chance of civil war at the moment. Now, can I secure loyalty? I can. It's going to cost me. Takes actions against the House Cornelia. Can take actions against the House of Junia and the House of Fabia. Cornelia is the... No, it's not actually. Junia is the next biggest one. I can secure the loyalty. And I want some politicians, do I not? Well, yeah, I don't think I do, actually. How do I change it to an empire? I need 65% influence of the ruling party and positive loyalty. Where is loyalty? I don't... Yeah, I'm so terrible at the politics of Rome that I don't actually know how to like see what the loyalty is. We are beloved. We get 10% research rate, 1 public order, 5 tax rate, and 10% morale. That's great. We have a chance of a civil war to erupt, 1%. Okay. Well, I guess we're okay at the moment. There are some Egyptian armies over here that are going to win some battles. Completely honest with you. This army... that's because I haven't got the army selected. Can they get there? They cannot. They can get to Selucia. So I think I will continue to convert Selucia and get an auxiliary camp there. Jura has 6-unit garrison. That's fine. Still surprised that the Macedonians over there haven't yet decided to invade Salamis. I can attack that with that legion, that's okay. And yeah, let's get a temple there so we don't get slums again. Right, in terms of the North African campaign, we can just defeat that army in its entirety now, which is something we definitely want to do. I'm going to auto-resolve it, just to solidify that victory that we just had over them. It is interesting that at this stage of the campaign, the one of the prominent Spanish tribes has holdings, or their only holdings left are in North Africa. And yeah, I'm not expecting much resistance from here, if any, to be completely honest with you. So I may just bring this legion down to the border just to confirm that. And then, yeah, I think we declare war on the Numidians as well. They have no allies, so I am going to auto-resolve that. It's just the garrison there. Amazing. Right, so what did we need? 10 provinces. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We've already got 10, haven't we? 11? I think we've got 11. Or maybe it's 10 more. I don't know. But right, let's have a look at that diplomatic map mode before we call it a day. The Egyptians have got access to Cyprus, not access, ownership of Cyprus once again. We're effectively at war with the entirety of Mauritania, the Balearic Islands, and what would be not Gibraltar. Is that Grenada, that province down there? I can't actually remember the county names. Yeah, Region Guardia. So yeah, we've got these guys down here. Right, so that is where I'm going to leave it for today's episode. I hope you found it as interesting watching as I have playing. I massively appreciate you if you've gotten this far in the episode. Yeah, popping up on your screen now will be some other videos that I hope you find interesting. Please do check them out, and yeah, jump onto the Discord, come and say hello. We love to hear from gamers of all shapes and sizes, whatever your poison is, whether it's Rome Total War, StarCraft, Baldur's Gate, whatever it might be. I'd love to have a chat with you. Thank you so much for your time today. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I'll see you next episode. Bye for now.